Hi, my name is Ronit Bohrer, and I'm a Senior Director of Engineering in Smartsheet. I'm so excited to be here in the Women in Cloud 2021. This is my second time in this conference. It was amazing last year, and this year would be outstanding as well. So today I'm going to talk to you about the power of no code and how it's changed the life in COVID time. Smartsheet is an enterprise platform for dynamic work. We provide tools to allow anyone and any team to create work processes or manage their project in scale. We align people and technology so organization can move faster and drive innovation. We actually give people those Lego blocks, those no-code Lego blocks that allow them to empower their business and work. So, COVID was not an easy year, and it's not ended yet. Businesses were forced to close down and find creative ways to get in touch with their customers. How do you do that? How do you continue and provide your goods, your services, when everyone is at home and you have a shop? The need to find some way to create this present and this connection to customer became a life and death matter. I was in Leavenworth a couple of months ago, and I was strolling around the shops over there, beautiful place. And I came across this shop that said, hey, after 38 years, we are now closed for business. And it was heartbreaking. The inability to find that connection to customers, to find a way to connect and continue and grow those relations have became critical in COVID. Another problem that all of us have encountered was the fact that we are now working from home, right? The entire workforce moved to home and remote. When G2 done a survey back in the beginning of COVID time, 88% of people were asked to work remotely. And that's a significant number. It's been up and down throughout different times in COVID. 51% of them were saying that they are concerned and worried about the ability to remain productive. How do you take your work environment, your company, organization, team, or even your individual way of work, and you translate them to be completely remote? How do you communicate? How do you run this work process? How do you manage project? And it's all a different game, right? We all know it. We have been there for the last almost a year, last year. The question is, how do we solve this problem, right? And I'm sure that some of you have gone to those amazing creative solutions to move forward successfully throughout the year. One way is to state we have all those unique things that just we do and we have our way to do. So why not enlarge our IT department or hire engineer or a technical contractor and let them just build that for us? They would build our online portal or present or our apps that are very dedicated to our company or our business. That is a solid solution. But there are a couple of problems with that solution. It's expensive, it's time consuming, and nobody say you're going to find engineers so easily. It's hard to hire engineers. And maybe the most painful part, it moves us away from our core business, from our focus. Whenever we think about cloud services, we talk about the benefit of allowing the cloud services provide us being focused on our core business. And that's the same case. So what if, right? What if we could build anything we want without even writing one single line of code, without hiring one engineer to our team? What if we can do that? And no code actually bring that capability to us, that blessing, that ability to us. So what is no code, and what is those no code platform? No code platform provide a way to build web or mobile app without writing one single line of code. That's why they are called no code. There are other platforms that are called low code, which require some programming skill. It enables us to create application by either drag and drop, creating some kind of visualized model, doing some configuration, setting some text-based expression, so some mathematical expression, right, if we want to create formulas and so on. And no code assume that anyone in the organization, whether they're in the business, whether they are in the store, right, wherever they are and whatever they do, can be a developer. It creates a new term. It's called citizen developer. And it democratizes the ability to build application online present. Forrester expect that no-code and low-code market would reach $21.2 billion by next year. And Gartner estimated that the enterprise low-code application platform will be 65% of all upgraded. So, wow, that's a big wow and big growth of that market. No code could be that solution for any market and any industry, wherever you are. You're in agriculture, you're in construction, you're in retail, you are in health, regardless of where you are, no code can actually be that solution. So if we look a little bit about the data and on a kind of the growth of adoption, when we think about no-code, we start with simple things. We look at the performance and we look at the complexity, how in scale this application should be supporting us, and then how complex, how many flows do we want in this application. And we are today, and we are progressing forward in a place where we usually use those in areas where there is not a high performance or the complexity of flow is not that high. But we are seeing that changing, and COVID is actually accelerating that very significantly. And if we look to the future, we would solve very complex and high-performing cases with no-code application. Smartsheet provides those capability, but others as well. I was part of Amazon a couple of years ago, and I built a no-code voice AI experience for my kids, a fairy tale story using Amazon Blueprint. So there's so many other platforms that provide no-code capability, and everything can be done and would be improving in time. So I want to give you one kind of very significant example that we have from Smartsheet. One of our dear customer, Roche, which is a Fortune 200 pharmaceutical company, were developing their COVID tests. They needed an application that will allow them to manage information over the supply chain. They were shipping out those tests. They needed to understand where supply and where is existing, where demand is high, and rapidly collect that data, understand what was consumed, what was the result of that consumption. We were able to quickly, in a matter of a couple of days and weeks, get them off their feet and build that process for them, an automatic online process for them. And with 72 hours since they launched, they were able to report on data in national news. It's amazing what the power of no-code can provide, how quickly it can shift us. And so if we look at the advantages and of no-code versus full code, fully developed platform, it allows us to be agile. It allows us to run really quick, to deliver those ideas we have and implement it really fast. It allows us to democratize the ability to write application with this notion that anyone can build. It actually reduces cost because we don't need to hire this fleet of developers, or we don't need to hire this contractor that will build that application for us. It increases our productivity because from the minute we have the notion that we have an idea, or we have a process in mind, or we have an experience we want to share to our customers, we can go ahead and do that really quickly by just dragging and dropping, configuring, and working with some of those no-code capabilities. And the fun part about it is once it's out, if we see a problem, if we see something we want to change, we can actually do that really quickly because we go back, we do some changes of configuration, we drag and drop, and voila, we have a new application, a new web experience. So is there any downside to this? Yes, there is. So first, we are in a void, right? It's like those no-code platforms are growing and changing and evolving. And as you pick your no-code platform, you need to figure out what are your requirements. You need to see if that is possible and in which platform is that possible, and pick the right platform for you. The other one is that you may be limited to some UX experience because you're getting templates, right? You're getting pre-built elements, and that might be limiting, and you need to work with those limitations. You might not be able to integrate to any system you want at this stage, and that's another kind of limitation that might happen. And the last one is, as in any cloud platform, we know that once we put our stuff out there on those SaaS platform, we don't own that code base. We have some other platform that own our code base, and that's good. But we need to figure out that if that's something we must have and we must own that code base, we need to find other solutions. So I want to share with you a personal story. When I joined Smartsheet about 1.5 years ago, the first day in the office, the VP of product came to me and said, Ronit, I want you to build for me this app experience that can take all Smartsheet Lego blocks together and put them in. And I'm really excited to share that we have launched our platform last week, and we are impressed and amazed with all the great things our customers are doing with this no-code app platform we call WorkUp. So what WorkUp provides you is the ability to intuitively build either mobile or web application, just streamlining your business and simplifying the work that your team is doing together. It allows you to bring Smartsheet Lego blocks like sheets and forms, reports, or dashboard into this one app experience, but it also allows you to bring other, your Google Docs or Office 365 artifacts. Maybe you have a Tableau graph or a Lucid chart you want to put in. So it actually provides you an ability to connect to many other systems that you have in your organization. It assumes that everyone is a developer, everyone is a citizen developer, and you don't need any technical skills to actually create those apps, those WorkUps. It allows you to, usually we see our customer having complex processes or complex project where they have multiple departments or multiple roles of people working. A good example for that is a construction project. You have your architect and your finance and your constructor and maybe other departments that are involved, and each one of them have a different flavor. So WorkUp can actually let you create a flavor of the app per that role that is working with that app. It allows you to scale and share this inside and outside your organization and give you that power of using no code to your need, to your business need. So today, the world as we know it run on code, and that's not going to change. It's actually going to grow and be more and more substantial all around. We are talking about cars running on code. We are talking about stores running automatically on code. So the world is constructed by code, is going to grow and continue that way. But code, just a fraction of the word can actually understand and write it. This is a problem, right? If most of you, mankind doesn't know the language, that creates us or look at us as kind of ignorance in a sense, right? It's a problem. How do we solve that? Think about how many ideas, products, services, or processes are kept by this notion that you need a software engineer to actually come and build that experience for you. In the year like COVID, this could mean the survival of your business. Today, we have seen that no-code platform unblock that problem. It enables anyone to create apps and websites and build online presence and tool. It enables them to materialize those ideas and put them into life easily and quickly and unlock productivity. At Smartsheet, we enable work productivity by collaborating and providing basic block to create those work processes. This month we launched Workout, which allow you to combine all of those elements to one working app on mobile and web. We are in an acceleration point. In the coming year, this disruptive technology will steadily improve. And as it does, it will enable all of us to do what we never thought was possible. This is what makes no code disruptive. Thank you so much, and join us in the can-do spirit. Thank you. Have an amazing conference.